Hello friends, this is Somaranjan Nayak and I welcome you all to my channel The Mango Researcher. Dear friends, today we'll be looking into a very interesting video, and that is how to spend your stipend. I'll be giving a detailed explanation regarding how much money a student gets in PhD and what are the various ways in which the money can be spent efficiently. So let's dive in. Dear friends, as a PhD candidate, a student gets 31,000 per month in the first 2 years of PhD and 35,000 per month in the next 3 years of PhD. So this is the money that you get for 5 years. In case there is some problem and you need an extension, so the college may give you stipend for 6 months to 1 year, and that amount is around 25,000 per month, and this varies from college to college. So if I just consider the money that one gets in 5 years, it's around 20 lakh, 4,000 rupees. It's a big sum. Hence, efficient utilization of this money has to be planned. So let's see what are the expenses that a student has when he or she is pursuing PhD. The first expense is the fees that one student has to pay. It includes the mess fees and tuition fees. Like at IIT Bombay, a PhD candidate needs around 43,000 per semester to be paid to take care of mess and tuition. It's roughly around 7,166 rupees per month. So what one of my friends did is that he opened a RD account, a recurring deposit account in the bank. So the college will give 35,000 rupees to him. The bank will cut 7,166 from this and deposit in this account. The rest of the money will be available for him for spending. That's a brilliant idea. I didn't do it, but yes, you can do it. So what is the total fees that a student has to pay in PhD? If we take per year, there are 2 semesters. So in 5 years, there are 10 semesters. So something around 4,30,000 is the fees that one needs to pay. And mind you, this fees varies from college to college and from place to place. Somewhere like Roorkee, where the cost of living index is low, the fees is also low because the mess fees goes down. But at Mumbai, the cost of living index is high, so the fees is high. The next expense that each and every one of you should plan, and something which I regret that I didn't do, is thinking about investment. Dear friends, irrespective of how much you are getting as a stipend, you may be a MTech student or a MS student or a PhD student, always remember that 20% of what you are getting should be invested either in FD or shares or mutual fund, only after consultation with some expert. But don't allow the money to be kept in your bank account as it is. You have to work on increasing its worth. For that you need to invest. But do it only after consultation with some expert. Okay? So if I take 20% to be the minimum amount that I should invest, then the amount reaches to 4 lakh 800 rupees, and that is roughly around 6,680 rupees per month, that on an average that I need to deposit or buy a share or buy a mutual fund or put in a fixed deposit. So these are few of the major expenses that one student have. So in the next section, you can find out that when you deduct this mess fees along with investment, you are left with something around 19,553 rupees per month in your account. On an average, you have this much left in your account. So with this amount available in your account, you should think over how to utilize it. And there are certain things that I have invested in. I would share those things with you. And if you feel that those are important, you can do the same that I have done. The first and the foremost thing that I bought was a tablet with a pencil. And it cost me around 50,000 rupees. Okay. And what is the utilization of it in my research work? You see, both offline and online classes, I take all my notes in this particular tablet that is seen over here. This is the pencil and this is the tablet that I use. All my notes are there in this tablet. So over the years, since my BTech time, I have seen that whenever I made notes using sheets of paper or a notebook, somewhere they got lost, somewhere they got misplaced. And many of the notes that I have made are at my native place in a big trunk. I can't access them now. So what I felt is that if I make e-notes and store it in cloud, I can download them and read them anytime that I require. And I think that will be a good utilization of the time, energy, and also money that I spent in making notes. Apart from taking notes, I edit all my videos and images using this particular tablet and pencil. All my videos that you see in my channel are mostly made using this tablet only. So I found this tablet to be very useful. And I can tell you that buying this tablet and pencil has made my research experience better. The next thing that I would suggest almost everyone to invest in is buying a MS Office software which has got PowerPoint, Word, Excel, and so many other applications which you will be using day in and day out when you are into research. Okay. Most of the students, what they do is that they use a pirated version, a cracked version. But I would urge you not to do so when you are in research, because you will be presenting your thoughts, your ideas, your results to some of the biggest names in the industry or in the research arena. And when you open, let it be a professor or a scientist in some big government organization, you'll be presenting your work to them. And when you open your laptop and this message pops up that you have a pirated version, I sincerely feel is something which you should avoid, because that's a dent on the image of yours and also on the image of the college that you are representing there. So it is very important that at least you invest in this very particular software, that is MS Office. And it's not costly, because you see the cost that I found out on internet was 4,855 rupees for 6 users and for 1 year. So per user, if you take into consideration and you multiply 5 years of your PhD, then you are investing something around 4,045 rupees. I think in 5 years this is a very small amount that you're investing in, and the returns are very high. Okay, because a updated version of MS Office gives you so much room to play with. Okay, you can design your PPTs, you can add so many things in your MS Word. There are so many new things which are added in MS Excel every year. I think one needs to understand that this will be a very good investment. So let's move on to the next item. When I went to IIT Roorkee for my MTech, and I was mesmerized by the sporting facilities that they have. Name a sport and they have it over there, a good facility over there. So I thought that let's play tennis. And when I came to IIT Bombay for my PhD, I was very lucky that my guide introduced me to the sports called squash. You can choose your sport, but I would suggest that in these 5 years, or even if you are an MTech, choose a sports of your liking, be it cricket, football, basketball, whatever you like, but choose one. Okay, so when I chose squash, I need to invest in my racket. A racket costs around 5,000 rupees. I have to have gum-soled shoes which costs around 2,000 rupees. So I have demarcated 7,000 rupees over here. And over 5 years, you may wear out your shoes, you may require to buy few balls. Okay, so in or around 10,000 rupees towards sports is something which you can spend. The next item that one needs to spend in is mobile phone. Very interesting. If I consider that you change your mobile every 2 years, a mobile of worth around 15,000 with a total investment of 30,000 over 5 years would be a good investment. Why? Why mobile? You'll be required to take photographs of the machine that you're working on. You'll be required to take photographs of the samples that you have tested on. Okay, because those photographs are to be put up in the journal article or the manuscript that you are writing for a journal article. I'll put up the link of the ring rolling experiment that we did in our lab at IIT Bombay in the description section. You can go through it. So for making good videos and photographs of the experiments that you are conducting, you need to have a phone which at least has a good camera and develop some minimum photography skills. Okay, that is very much important because that is very much required. Many a times you'll be asked to show the panel, the video of the machine working, the photographs of the samples, for which you should invest in a good mobile. And I think in today's date, 15,000 is a good amount for getting a good mobile. The next thing that you should invest in is online courses. Friends, there will be n number of courses that are taught in the college, but there will be few courses which you urgently require, but none of the faculties are taking it. Like some basic courses. Someday suppose someone wants to take some courses on linear algebra or on calculus, on statistics, on Python. Such small courses are not available in the college. Okay, so you have to go for online classes because you need that subject. You need to be clear in those subjects in order to be good at research. Okay, or anything that your guide or you think is essential for your research. I would say that keep aside at least 20,000 in 5 years so that you can buy some online courses whenever you require. So this will be a very good investment. The next investment that you need to do is on formal suit or shoes, because sometime or the other you will be called for some interview. It may be a job interview or interview for some position of responsibility, like you will be a secretary or something, okay, of hostel or academics or something or any other thing. So for interviews, both for job or positions of responsibility, you need to have a formal suit and good shoes, formal shoes. So for that, keep aside around 15,000 rupees. Okay. The next item is not for all. I don't expect everyone to do it. It's only for those people who have a big heart. If you feel that you can buy these many things that I have told you just now, I think something around 50,000 rupees, which in 5 years, which boils down to around 833 rupees per month in charity, you can do it, because you can be a reason for smile of someone else. Okay, so in case you feel it that you need to work for the society, you need to bring smile in some people's face, you can include charity into the expenses also, but that is completely left to you. You need to think. So now we come to the end. So if you see, if you cut all these expenses from the amount that was left around 19,533 rupees, so on an average you are now left with 16,568 rupees per month in your account after spending so much. But I would suggest that keep this amount safely. Okay, don't waste it, because there are certain things that you need to know. Suppose you go to a shop, you want to buy some chemicals, okay, or you need to buy some stationery items. Those are small shops, okay, they can't wait for the institute to pay them back, because when institute pays them back, like the ones that they do for the big vendors, okay, it takes a couple of months. Small vendors can't wait it. Small vendors can't wait for so long. So they will expect that as soon as they deliver you these items, you need to pay them. Okay. So what you will have to do is that if the item is like 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, you can pay it from your pocket. Tell the vendor to give you the bill. Okay. Deposit this bill in the office. And depending upon the efficiency of the overall system, you may get back your money that you have spent over here in 20 days, in 20 days to 45 days, you can get it back. Okay, so that is why keeping this money safe is important. Don't waste it, because reimbursements take time. So friends, I hope that this video was useful to you. In case you have reached at this point, you can think of subscribing the channel and sharing this video so that it will be helpful for all. And in case you have some doubts, then do make an effort to put it on as a comment in the section below. I'll give you a reply in that. Thank you for your patience.